Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Kira K. Dixon, and this is your Golf Central update. It was semifinal Tuesday at the Eastlake Cup on the men's side in a rematch of the 2022 NCAA semifinals. Arizona State beat Pepperdine 3-2. That included a dominating win from freshman Luke Potter and a win from Preston Summerhays. On the other side of the bracket, another blowout. Vanderbilt beats Texas 4-1, spoiling the showdown between Gordon Sargent and Travis Vick, two of the best players in the country. Sargent ended up winning that match as Vanderbilt will play Arizona State in the finals. On the women's side, it was a nail-biter for Texas A&M and UCLA. It all came down to the Haley Cooper-Emily Paltrineri match. It was all square on 18, and Haley Cooper chipped in for a walk-off eagle as the Aggies advanced 3-2. And finally, Oregon and Auburn. It came down to the final match. Cynthia Liu was 2 up, headed to the 16th hole, but Casey Weidenfeld came back, forced a playoff, and won on the 19th hole for Auburn as the Tigers advanced to meet Texas A&M. Meanwhile, most of the top names will take the week off as the tour heads to the island of Bermuda for the Butterfield Bermuda Championship. But that means there will be an opportunity for some younger players to get a career-changing win or for several veterans to get back into form. Plenty on the line this week, and the players are eager to tee it up on Thursday.
For a guy that hasn't won in a few years and coming off an injury, that this is sort of a stepping stone that you want to build on. So this is an event that obviously I want to take advantage of, and obviously everybody that comes here wants to do that also. But it's still a official PGA Tour win, and it does come with all those other benefits, and it's definitely first and foremost on the mind.
Well, I think it's great. Broadening the scope a little bit, playing some faraway places, but not that far away here, really. It feels a long way from home, but a couple-hour flight from the East Coast. But, I think Butterfield does a heck of a job for us here and stepped up, having a full field event. Second year, like you said, it's great. I think, a little more playing opportunities in the fall for some guys, and, just opportunity.
I think it's awesome. It's a great opportunity for some of these guys who maybe haven't gotten into all the events that they've wanted to this fall, and it's a great opportunity for the tournament to attract some past champions and other people like that. So I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's the fact that it's a full point event definitely makes it more of a draw. How could you not like it here? It's paradise. But I think it's good for this event. A lot of people who run this event really care about it and do a great job. So I think it's awesome.
Is that kind of in the forefront of your mind when you come here, that this is all the stuff that could come from, whether it be the money or, Masters invitation, everything else that comes with it?
Absolutely. That was forefront of my mind. I want to make Augusta, and this is an opportunity. So why not come here and come play and go for it. I think the fact that it's a full point event definitely makes me and a lot of other players more of a draw to come play here.
Well, here's what's on the line this week in Bermuda. A winner's check of over $1 million, 500 FedEx Cup points, a 2-year tour exemption, and perhaps most importantly, spots at the Masters, the PGA Championship, and Century Tournament of Champions. Certainly worth playing for, and it will be life-changing for one of the players in the field. Now let's flash back to 2018. What a moment for Angela Stanford. After 18 years on the LPGA Tour, Stanford earned the first major championship of her career at the Evian Championship. It came 15 years after her previous best major finish, which was second place at the 2003 U.S. Women's Open. Here's a look at Stanford's career. She turned pro after the 2000 U.S. Women's Am, and after graduating from TCU, she had 7 wins on the LPGA Tour, including the 2018 Evian Championship. She also had 14 top 10 finishes in majors during her career, and Stanford was also a staple on the United States Solheim Cup team, making 6 appearances for the red, white, and blue. So that's Angela Stanford, the golfer. Off the course, she's using her star power as a force for good as she advocates for the fight against breast cancer, a cause very near and dear to her heart as her beloved mother, Nan, lost her long battle with the disease earlier this year. Well, as part of our Women Changing the Game series, Angela joins us now. And Angela, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And first of all, our hearts are with you, as I'm sure it continues to be a very difficult time for you and your family. Just tell us a little bit about the work you do with your foundation and your partnership with the Lobular Breast Cancer Alliance.
Yeah, cancer impacts everybody, it seems like. And, for me, I always want to do something with kids. And I know when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, we were very middle class, and, it might have been difficult for me to go to college. So that's kind of our deal. We raise money to give kids scholarships who want to go to school, who have cancer or family members with cancer. And we get to know these kids. It's a 4-year commitment for us, and we retain these kids and we get to know them and help them on their journey through college.
Mm-hmm. And you also have this very special partnership with the Lobular Breast Cancer Alliance. Just describe what their mission is and what you're able to do with them as well.
Yeah, so they reached out to me. I think just they found out that my mom had lobular breast cancer, and it is a very rare form. I think when people hear they have breast cancer and they hear that, I think the number was like 96% curable. There is that 4%, and I think it's something that people need to know. When they find out they have breast cancer, they need to find out what type. And I think that everybody just assumes that there's only one type of breast cancer. And with their help, they're trying to raise money to create more funds for research.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's so incredible to hear about your mission with them. And you also bring a lot of what you do off the course, onto the course. And golf is such a family game. Your mother, Nan, was a constant presence watching you on the sidelines your entire career. What are the most special memories you have together traveling the world and playing golf?
Yeah, I think it starts at TCU, playing close to home. She always had purple on. She loved being a Horned Frog fan for sure. She was there in 2003 when I made the final putt to go into the playoff at Pumpkin Ridge. She watched on TV with everybody else when I won an Evian in 2018, and I got to FaceTime her after that. So, her favorites were the majors. She loved going to all the U.S. Opens, and so yeah, she was definitely my biggest fan.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Angela, speaking of playing some very special golf, you have some very exciting things coming up as an assistant captain to Stacey Lewis at the Solheim Cup to be contested in Andalusia, Spain in just under a year. I know that you've shared many amazing Solheim Cup moments with your mom. Just what has that preparation process been like over the past year?
Stacey's been great. I think we're very focused going into Spain, and Morgan and Natalie. I think as the four of us, we just bring different characteristics and traits to this team, and I think we're going to do great. And Stacey's a great leader. And my mom went to my very first Solheim Cup in 2003 in Sweden. She never missed one. She went to all of them. So this will be the first one she won't be at, but I had one of her friends told me that she is going to make sure all the angels in heaven have red, white, and blue on.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she will be looking down and will be very, very proud of you. As always, Angela, thank you for joining us and for sharing your story. We look forward to seeing you continue to be a force on the LPGA.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.